All right. So then people are just showing up on Zoom still. That's what we got going. These activities here. So here are a couple of warm-up questions for you. Okay, so break out your pens, pencils, warm up your craniums. These are for you. Warm up 1. What do we got? Something like this. This goes back a couple of days. Find the slope intercept of this situation here. That's like that. Oh, draw the line first next time. Okay, because that's 0 and 5. And it goes through that point. I'm going to call it 7 and minus 2. Slope intercept form, I might add. Yeah. So can someone help me out? While we all warm this up. What is the slope intercept form of a line? What does it look like? Oh, hello, Zoom. I'm hearing you out there.
Hello, mate.
Hello. Welcome, welcome. So we got to warm up on the screen. One warm-up question there to begin with. Maybe a second one. Mm-hmm. You can cheat if you want. Use your notes. Call a friend. Today, Mark's online. You can send him a message. What do you do? How do you get this started? Slope intercept. So it's usually the y. It implies the y-intercept. Yeah. Does that help? Oh, okay, perfect. Yeah, that's helpful. This is the style is y equals mx plus b. Okay, so our challenge then is to figure out what m is and what b is, right? So, yep, and we can use the formula or rise and run, either one. Yep. Yeah, that's true. How about, I'll put that at the bottom. To find the slope, so rise over the run, or y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Now that's a bit of work, which isn't impossible, but finding the y-intercept though. Oh, for y2 is 5. That, yeah, if you want to use the formula, that's 5 and what next? It is, yeah. Yeah, nice. It's both answers are correct, right? So it sounds like we're going for the slope first. We can do that. Go for this one. So just stepping up from the formula down here. I should put them on Put them on here. That is from class. We had x2 and y2 for this one. Okay. So that means this one's x1 and y1. Not a problem. You can flip them around if you want, solve it that way. It doesn't get the same answer. One has more negative numbers, I think. So with this way, yeah, in class it was said correctly. Y2 is 5, x2 is 0, and y1 is minus 2. That's true. And x1 will be? 7. I'll take 7, yeah. And the formula gives minus in the middle, right? So this one gets a set of brackets to keep it looking good and make our lives all right. Heard minus 7 over 7, 7 over minus 7. I'm not sure. I know a negative is positive.
I think minus 7.
Well, I think 7.
Oh.
Okay, you can do it in slow motion, right? Over here, minus of a minus. Minus of a minus, you got a plus. So then it's a little easier. 5 plus 2, 7. 0 minus 7, minus 7. But don't leave it like that in this case. What does this work out to be? Minus 1. Yeah. Whenever you have the same thing on the top as on the bottom, divides out. The minus stays around. So it'll be minus 1 like that. Yeah, okay. So this means if I had more paper, I would put this now up in that location there, right? And the other number we need is the y-intercept. B is not 7. B is where the line, the graph crosses the y-axis here. So at what location does the line cross the y-axis? 5. Right there. Yeah. And it's the 5 that goes in there. Okay, so the 5 is going to go in for, that's the square there, goes in for the square over there. Okay, and that'll finish it up. So that the final answer,
I have a question for you to use the paper. So if it's not going to be 0, for example, it's going to be 3 and 5. So I should put 5 or 3 first.
oh, if this was a 3,
Yeah.
then
It will be like, should be 3 or 5.
no, that'd be a different type of problem. What happens is when you have a y-intercept, the x value is always going to be 0 because it's always on the y-axis.
I mean, no, if it's going to be like the point, it's going to be different.
Oh, help me out. If this one stays the same and this one's different?
No, the one is 0 and 5.
Yeah.
It's going to be different. Like, for example, it's going to be this side and like it's going to be 3 and 5.
Sure. So it's over here instead, right? Yeah, perfect. So we can't look at that. We can't just take the y value and put it in there. There's a few extra steps with that one. I could show you later. Okay, a little bit of algebra. Extra algebra to do that. Okay. Now, to finish this up though, we got it kind of color-coded. The minus 1 goes in for the M up there. The 5 goes in there over for the B. Final answer looks a little like this. Yeah, minus invisible 1x. Minus invisible 1. All the other numbers will be there, but 1 goes invisible for some reason. And then plus 5, yeah. Final answer. Yeah, okay. Warm up number 2. Something looks like this. Oops. I said it in my brain, but I didn't write it down. Slope point equation. So for this one,
Slope is -1. Then, yeah, slope is -1.
okay, so this is the answer to the earlier question.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay, good.
And then it's
Slope is -1. That's true.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna give you this situation. Slope point. So yesterday's.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It is going to be like y -2, and then y -2 is -1 times bracket x plus 3.
I haven't given the question yet. Are you thinking about the earlier one?
No,
Yeah, just hang on. So check this out. Find the slope point equation, yesterday's style,
yeah,
with this situation. I'm gonna say I'll give you 2 points for this one. Diana, this is kind of what you were asking, but for a different situation. What do we got? 3 and 5 by request. And yeah, I'll keep that same point, 7 minus 2. So this is English. Find the slope point equation for a line through these 2 points. That's kind of what you're asking. So thinking all the way back to yesterday, what do we got to do? Yesterday was fun. All the way back to yesterday. What do we got to do?
First, it's gonna be 5.
the slope.
5 minus 2 and 3 minus 7.
Not bad. So from class, I'm hearing some.
Plus, it should be plus. No, it should be minus because there is no sign. So
Not bad. We'll see what you keep that in mind, okay? So first thing is, or one thing is, yes, to find the slope. And yeah, from class, I heard about those things about the numbers there. So put that in here. That will look like this. Not with this pen though. This one's on its way out. We'll say M is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, okay? Now, because I'm going side by side, I'm going to do something like this. I'm not going to make a long chain of equal signs. Gets weird after a while. Sue, what comes next if we're finding the slope here? I think I heard good things. I just forgot. You need to remind me.
me.
Yeah, anyone.
5 minus 2
Yeah, so this is what you got to watch. So 5 and minus 2, yeah.
and over 3 over 7 minus 3.
Ah, see, these have to match.
Yeah.
5 and 3. Okay, 3 and minus 7. That's true. What?
We should put minus again between 5 and 2.
Perfect.
So here should be 7 over 4 because the minus and minus is gonna be plus.
That's for the 7, yeah.
I think this one no, it should be 10.
This one, no.
Then minus 4.
Minus 4. Okay, good for that one. So we got the slope there. Yeah, good thoughts. All right, bringing back the integers, subtract them, and keep the sign of the bigger number. That's our slope. Perfect. So we're going to put that on the next page. So it looks a little neater than this. What else do we got to do?
We should find the m, I mean, no, the y,
This is the M.
and we already found the m.
Yeah, this is the M right here.
The a. We should find the b.
Now the B is in the different style. The B is in the slope intercept. This is from yesterday, slope point. So maybe let's write this style down first on this page, and then we'll go on. What do we got?
We're talking about the formula that we did yesterday for opposite side.
Yeah, that's right. The formula for the opposite sign. That's the slope point style for the equation. Anyone on Zoom can help out? Parsa, do you remember? Or Yo-Ya? Slope point equation?
It's like going to be y minus y1 and yeah,
That's the left side.
yeah, and then like
M,
no,
Yeah.
m times x minus x.
Looks like good. Like
Like y minus y1 is like,
is equals. Perfect. Yeah, so this is the style that we want, right? Or that's being asked for here. So we got the slope.
yeah,
Circle that, just so we can remember it for 25 seconds as we switch the page. What goes in for y1, x1?
no, 3 and 4, 3 and 5.
The easy numbers, all right? You choose one of the points. Put it in there. Okay. So it's going to look like this. We got, I'm going to choose a 3 and a 5. So we got minus 5 is equal to slope we just figured out. It's over 4. And it just as a reminder with these minuses, you can have it on the bottom, in the middle, or on the top. I like having it on the top. Okay, so I notice it's down here, minus to begin with. I'm floating it up to the top, and that's okay. That's allowed. And then in brackets, because supposed to, times actually. Check this out. What we're doing is we're creating this thing with the numbers that we found. Yeah. What's the number that goes along with the 5? 3, right? Minus 3, perfect, finished. Yeah, yeah. Well, not a bad little warm up there, eh? Get it all coming back a little bit. I'm going to ask that when you do this question, do it way neater than how I did it. Look at this. Well, the info was there, but questionable organization. Yeah. Found the slope first for this style. I could note here for number, there's a number 1, but no number 2. You could put it like this. Select the point, right? And we did that from our original information. 3 and the 5. We chose that one. No negatives. Easy to work with. Okay, and then official like gets one of those. That's the final answer that's there. Okay, yeah. So what we'll do then, we'll go on to our topic of the day today. Actually, I'll put this on the screen because we did it. We talked about this yesterday. So far, what do we have? Lines so far. Check this out. We have this one from yesterday. We got this one. And today you're getting another one. Just like that. And so today is going to be something that looks a little like AX plus BY is equal to C. So what was the name of this one here? So you do have to keep that stuff straight. What was that style there called? I'll give you a hint. There's slope in it. Slope something. Yeah, what's the name of this type, this style here? Mm-hmm. This next one also has slope in it. That was from yesterday. Do you remember that one? What's that one called? Top secret. Okay, well, this last one here is general form. That's today's. Okay, with these other ones, X1, Y1, those are what? Or where do those come from? That's a better question. Point. Slope point form, okay? What is this? It is a point. It's a special point with a special name. Where is it located? That's where it gets its name from. That's right. So the slope, we just say slope intercept, but it's the y-intercept. All right, form or style for these equations there. Yeah. Okay. So let's take a look. Open it up here. That looks there. Looks good there. Not bad. All right, fantastic. Now looking like this then. Oh, almost fantastic. Let's fix that. All right, good people. So, as you can see, there it is right there. AX plus BY plus C. Now, there's something special about A and B and X, oh, not X, A and B and C. And the special thing that we keep track of for this style is that A, B, and C, these are all going to be integers. So that means they can be plus or they can be minus and no fractions. Okay, so this is okay. But this one, minus 2/3, plus 7y equals 6. Oh, 2 over 3x. You see how there's a fraction here? That value there is not quite right. Okay, there's a trick that we can do, or strategy. We can multiply everything by 3. Multiply everything by 3. So that cancels out there. We get 2x. Multiply this by 3, we get 21. Multiply that by 3, we get 18. Now it's okay. All right. Now, on the screen there, it says, oh yeah, it's starting to talk about creating the graph. Now, if you remember, to create any graph, what do you need? You need, yeah, you need point. How many? 2. You need 2 points and a ruler, right? Yeah. So to create a graph, I'll write that down. Yeah, you need 2 points. So from this style of equation, 2 useful points are the x-intercept and the y-intercept. Intercept, it's kind of like crossing. So watch this. Line first, then the point. You see that point there? We recognize that one, right? That's the y-intercept. Well, guess what? This one here, you see it crosses the other axis. So this one is the x-intercept. Okay. Now, so I'll put that in there. X-intercept. And then y-intercept up there. Okay. Now, something special happens at the y-intercept, and we talked about it already. We said that the x value, that the x coordinate is 0 all the time. Well, for the x-intercept, the opposite is going to happen. For the x-intercept, the y-coordinate is always equal to 0. So you know what that means? It means when you write the point up here, it's always going to start with 0 and then some number afterwards. Always 0 though. For the x-intercept down here, the y-coordinate's always 0. It's always going to look like 0 for the y and then some number there for the x. Okay, but always a 0 for the y.
Why we don't put like first 0 and after 0?
Good, because the order of these numbers matter. If 0 is first and 7 afterwards, it means we're going to be up here. The first number, remember, is for going along this way, and the second number is for going that way. So 7 here says, go in that direction. Go off that way. If we switch it and put the 7 here, it means go that way instead. A lot of words. Watch this. A quick sketch will give you your answer. Another way to give the answer. Right? 0, 7. or rather 7, 0 as we have to start with, right there. 0, 7, up there, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So the order matters, right? This one's for going that way. That one's for that way. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Lots to keep track of. That's one of the things. Okay. So yeah, question. It means that whenever you want, if ever you look at a y-intercept, I know right away that the x value is going to be 0 for it because it's on the y-axis somewhere. Same type of answer actually, right? If it's an x-intercept, it means it's on the x-axis. Doesn't go up or down at all. Okay. So that means the y coordinate will be 0 always. The intercept is the location. Yeah, good question. Where the line crosses the axis. The location of crossing, if you like. Yeah, that's what the intercept is. So it can happen on the y-axis. So it gets the name y-intercept and it has a 0 for x. Or it can intercept the x-axis. And so it'll have a 0 for y down there. Okay. All right. Now, this is useful because with this general form of equation, we can just put in zeros. It's very easy to find 2 points. Okay. Okay, so here we go. This is to create the graph. The equation will be there in general form. Find the intercepts, those 2 special points. So I'll show you how to do that. And then once those 2 points are there, that's it. Just connect the dots and you're good. Okay, so watch. Let's do this one. Let's say we have this one here. 2x plus 3y is equal to 6. You guys okay? No? Yeah? Okay, let's do step 1 then. We got to create the graph of this thing. So put the equation in general form. The first step, there it is. It's already done. This is like ax plus by is equal to c and no fractions. Good. Here's what you do to find the x-intercept and the y-intercept. To find x-intercept, you let y equal 0. Okay, so notice these are opposites from one another, okay? If you're looking for x, you let y equal 0. So we have 2x plus 3. We're going to substitute now. We're going to replace the y that was there with 0. And now we solve for x. That will be the x-intercept that we need. Okay, so we got here 3 times 0. That's just 0, so that's gone. So we get 2x is equal to 6. Divide both sides by 2. X will equal to 3. And so now we know that the x-intercept is going to be at the point 3 goes first, and then 0 for the y value. Okay, because when y was equal to 0 back here at the start, x is equal to 3.
Then 2x is gonna be 2 and 0, right?
It will be when we do the next part. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. Okay, so I'm going to move it off to a different page, but the style is going to be the same. To find the y-intercept, let x equal 0. Da-da-da. Down you go. So same style there, right? I'm going to write it out because this is the first time we've looking at this x-intercept, y-intercept in this way. So to find the y-intercept, let x equal 0. And this is going to be true, by the way, all the way to like grade 12. Use this forever. Okay. Our starting equation, remember, was this? You don't have to write it again. But, okay, so now we're letting x equal 0. So as you said in class, 2, 0 like that, right? Plus 3y is equal to 6. What's 2 times 0? Not 2. What planet? Peter, you're talking in your sleep? I asked what 2 times 0 was, and I heard 4. What? Yeah. Okay, good. Go back to sleep. Huh? Hurts my heart. 2 times 0, 0. What? 2 times 0 is 0.
But 0 it's gonna be 1. I mean, it's 2 still 2.
Two.
Other than the online, it's 0, 0, it's 0,
2 times 0 is 0. We get this far. Divide both sides by 3, right? I didn't show it in the last page, but show it there. Divides out. So y now is equal to 2. Really, same style, same steps. And so now here we get the point. And when x is 0, as we said at the very top, that's the first coordinate. When x is 0, y is equal to 2 like that. Okay. And so with these two steps, with these 2 points, all we do now is we graph them and connect the dots. Okay. Got to be careful with the order still, right? Where is 3, 0 going to go? Top, bottom, left, or right? 3, 0, yeah. Nice. 3 is the x for the 0. What? Who said that? 3 is the, yeah, x. Yeah. Exactly. So does it go top, bottom, left, or right?
So 3 on the right,
Nice. Goes to the right. Okay.
0,
1, 2.
1.
0's for the y. That's true. You always need two numbers, right? So 3 goes to the right and then up by nothing. So it stays on that line. So that's where 3, 0 is going to be located. Still on the screen? Just on the screen. 0 and 2. Where is that now? Top, bottom, left. Oh, it's on the Y for sure because it's called the y-intercept. Nice. Yeah, up by 2. Okay, totally not to scale, but there it is. So very nice, very nice. A lot of talking, right? But we let x equal 0, solve it. We get the y. Then it goes there. To get the other one was on the other page. To get the x location, the x-intercept, you let y equal 0. Get the 3. Okay, so we have these 2 points now in the correct spots. The ruler down and connect the dots. That's the answer there then. Oh. Okay, something like that. You don't like it? Connecting dots? That's the funnest part. So I know. Yeah, okay, well.
Like we find like the 0 and 2, 0 and 3, because like first we should find the x and after that we should find the y.
That's kind of it.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
so
you know what? The x number comes first, right? X number's first. So let's find x first. This keeps things comfortable and the same in a way, right? And so how do you find x? You let y equal 0. It's the opposite. You've seen opposites. This is like the second time you've seen opposites now, right?
sorry, what is 6?
What is that?
Is 6?
6? Yeah. This just came from the question. Just made it up. Okay. What does it represent? Oh, I see. On its own, I'm going to say not much actually. It'll have a meaning when we, if we do some algebra with this. Yeah, exactly.
So m is slope
Yeah,
and b is the y-intercept.
perfect. Yeah.
But for the 6, I mean like what's
Yeah, exactly. There's no direct meaning with that number the way that it is. What we can do is we can do some algebra. We can move things around. Like we can solve this for y, right? Change it to the slope intercept. And then you'll see 6 showing up as part of the y-intercept. Not exactly, but it affects it, right? Okay. These numbers here, with some experimenting, we can see it affects the slope. If we change these numbers, the line will get flat and go down like that, or it'll get super steep. It'll go like that, but not exactly like in the other styles. Have to. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Yep. For this one, yeah, they don't directly. Okay. I could show you later on how we get to those. Or I could do it now before we try another one of these. Okay. So we're going to continue from class. The question is, what do these numbers represent directly? And I'm saying nothing directly, but we can see how they affect the slope and the y-intercept. Okay, so watch this. This is the equation we had. Now help me out. Let's change this to y equals mx plus b. So let's solve this. Let's rearrange this So we have y by itself looking like the slope intercept. What are we going to move? What are we going to do first? Peter, you want to help out with this one? Sit down. We're solving for what? Oh, Zoom, hello.
We move number 6 and it becomes to -6. And then
Okay.
move
Not-
2x to -2x.
So Zoom was saying move these around. Dunya, actually. No, we're going to keep the 6 on that side. Because watch, we want to have y as being positive, first of all, right? So it already is. It's plus 3y. So we're going to keep the y on this side. So let's move the 2x over. Yeah? It will be minus. Yeah, Zoom got that as well. Whenever you move something from one side to the other, it changes. So it's a plus over there. It'll be a minus over there. And then plus 6 like that. Okay, so one step away. We got to get y by itself. What's there with it right now? The 3. How do you remove that 3 legally? It does go to the other side, but in a different way. What we do is we divide both sides by 3. Because watch, when it's on the top, and then you divide it on the bottom, y, right? And if you've been to the kids' playground, you see this kid there, you see that? These guys are going up and down. To keep it balanced, to keep it level, what you do to one side, if you add weight over here, you have to add weight over there, right? Everything by 3. If you do it on this side, you have to do it on that side, okay? It's a very useful trick. Now, we're going to leave it like this because we're not actually finding the equation of a line. We're answering the question of what does the 2 and the 3 and the 6, right? What do those do? Well, see here, there's the 2 and the 3, and they are now working together in the slope, right? So they're related. After a few of these exercises, you might be able to see how as well, right? It's true. 6 divided by 3 is 2. And so to finish up this equation, that would be our answer. But remember, your question was, what does the 6 mean, right? So the 6 is right there. And it will, yeah, we can use that actually. 6 divided by 3. This graph will go through the point 0 and 2, right? When we have a 6 over there. But what happens if we make this 6 a 16? Or let's make it a 12 instead. If that's a 12 there, it's a 12 there, it's a 12 there. What's going to happen over here? Yeah, it's going to go up to now. If this is a 12, just pretending, 12 divided by 3 is 4, you see? And so now we have a different y-intercept. When C changes the y-intercept. So that's kind of what it does. Nothing direct, but kind of. Yeah, question.
So why do we put there like -2x? Like it's over there, like for the question, it's just 2x plus 3y. So if there's no sign, like for the n, we can't add if it's a minus, it's gonna be minus, or it's gonna be plus.
Yeah.
It just confused me, this is minus.
Where this comes from?
Yeah.
So I'll go back and show you that little step here. It's an important one. I actually have a worksheet to deal with that sort of stuff, just to make sure it's good. So remember our seesaw trick, okay? We got off to the side, keep track of this. We got a buddy here on this side. And we got buddy on that side, right? Okay, now watch. Let's say we put 50 kilograms on this side. What's going to happen to the seesaw? It's going to go down. But we want to keep it equals, all right? That's our goal in math class, keep this equal all the time. So if we put 50 on this side, we got to put 50 on that side, right? What is that? Okay. Now check this out. Let's say we take now, this is subtracting, okay? Let's say we take 30 away from this side only. What's going to happen? Yeah, it's going to go up, right? To keep it equal, what do you got to do? That side as well, okay? One more. 50 minus 30, how much is that? 20, good. So now let's say we divide this side by 2. What's going to happen? Is this side going to go up or down? Ah, we're dividing it by 2. We're getting rid of half. So instead of 20, how much do we have if we divide by 2? Okay. We got 10 kilograms on this side and 20 still on that side. Nice. Yeah. So you divide them both. Okay. So it's regular equals. Yeah. Good. Okay. So we're going to do these tricks with this now. We have a plus 2x. So what we do is we subtract it from this side, just like we subtracted 30. Okay. Subtract it from this side of the equal sign. So that means you got to subtract it from the right-hand side as well. Okay. So the trick is, because these are the same, it's like 2 minus 2. What do you get? No. Yeah. What do you get? 0, right? Okay, so you get 0 from those. They're gone now. That's the trick. So it's gone on this side. What are we left with? 3y only. On the right-hand side, what do we got? We start putting these together. We have 6 minus 2x now. See? The shortcut is when you move something from one side to the other like that, it's a plus over there, so it's going to be a minus over there. Okay, so that's where the minus comes from. What did we then do? Should take a look back. We then divided by 3 all the way along. Here with our seesaw, we divided by 2, both sides. Keep it equal. So if I divide this by 3, I do that by 3 and that by 3, everything. 3 over 3 you saw. I think you like that one. That's why I like that. 6 over 3, 2, minus 2x over 3. Can't. Need glasses then. See, so where was I? Dividing by 3. All right, so dividing by 3, those are gone. 6 over 3 is 2. 6 divided by 3. And then we're left with this. The last piece is just the order. So you got to drag the sign along as well. Minus. That's a plus 2, so it becomes a plus 2. How some of the algebra is working there. Okay, how are we doing for time? Oh, we missed pi time. It's 3:18. Let's see. Let's take a look at the screen. What do we got? Weird. You know what? I didn't even know. I just made this one up. It's the same one as we just did. Okay. Peter, you okay over there? Mr. Peter, you okay over there? Need anything? Coffee? Donut? A blanket? Yeah. Slippers? Okay. Let's do this one together as our second example. Let's create the graph of this one, okay? It's on the screen. And then we will take a pause.
This one is going to be like y is 4/3, 4/3 x plus 3.
4/3x and then plus how much?
3.
Is it plus 3 because that's on the other side?
No, plus 4.
Oh, good save. Right on. Good work, Parsa. That is the equation. Now, what does the graph look like? Up to the right, down to the left. What's the y-intercept?
Because y is 3, we must divide it by 3.
Y-intercept is 3, right? We agree on that?
Yeah.
No, it's 4.
No, no. Yeah.
4.
Yeah.
Yeah, got that. And does it go up from there or down from there?
4 up.
Up. Positive slope, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Let's do this. Minus 4x plus 3y is equal to 12. Yeah, Parsa, what did he do? He actually switched it to the other version, right? He changed it to y-intercept. And you can do that. And then you can use graph with that if you want. But for today, I'm just going to show you, again, just go over what we just did. All right, so what do we do first? Got to create the graph of this thing. What was the first part all about? Yo, yeah, can you help out? Do you remember from the last example, the first thing that we did? Okay, now let's take care of the first step. What we'll do is we'll find the x-intercept. How do we do that? Oh, yeah, well, how do we do it?
3y, y is going to be 3y. For the m, it's going to be plus 4, minus 4x.
Oh, that might be going in a different direction. Okay. To find the x-intercept, what do we do? Let the y equal 0. That's right. Diana, you're thinking of Lana's question. I should have waited. It's my fault as a teacher. Now there's some confusion. So it goes. It's my responsibility. This is the process. Put the points on the graph, yes, but we don't have any. We gotta get some first. So yeah, step number 3, I'll give you that. Put points on graph. Now, what points? Which ones? No. Remember? That was your question where these don't mean anything directly. We got to find them. And this is how we do it. Let y equal 0 for the x-intercept.
I think like it should be two. For the 12 should be 6 and for the 4 should be 2.
How are you getting those? Watch this. We'll let y equal 0. So where there's a y, we'll replace it. Exactly. Substitute in there. That's right, because 3 times 0 off to the side, 0, right? Minus 4x is equal to 12. Yo, yeah, is this looking more familiar? Yeah, good. Divide by whatever number you see there. So it's actually going to be minus 4. We keep track of that as well. Include the sign. Okay, so divide by minus 4 on both sides like that. X for sure. Minus 3 indeed. And so we can go now. What's the x-intercept going to be? Minus 3 for the x and nice, 0 for the y. Exactly. Yeah, you recognize it from last time. Same, but switched around, right? Yep, because what do we need? We need to put points on their graph. We have one of them. We know that one. But we need to find a second one somehow. And so, yeah, we're going to find the y-intercept. Same approach as this one. Can I switch the page? Yeah? Okay. And step number 2 is find the y-intercept now. Let x equal 0. So this was the original equation. And so we're going to let x equal 0 now for this one. Okay, because we're finding the y-intercept. It's the opposite.
For the y and the x, should the y be 3 and the x minus 4 instead, or it's the opposite way?
It's written right. This comes from the original question that we had. I hope. Did I write it?
No, I mean,
Yeah.
find the x-intercept and
Can
you-
put that back.
you timed 3 by 0, but it should be minus 4 and time it with the 0 because with the x, right?
Correct. Yeah, you're right, Zoom. So Zoom is telling me what to do next, and she's right.
No, I mean before.
Oh, before for this
Yeah.
one. Oh, no, watch this. When you're looking for the x-intercept, you
Yeah.
do let y equal 0. Okay, for sure. They're opposites.
But we should find the x first. The x
Yeah.
is minus 4. We should like times that with the 0 instead of 3 times 0 because it's x.
Because we're finding x, we need to have x sticking around. So we can't put a 0 in there. We need to be able to get an answer at the end.
Oh, okay, so you do the y instead of the x.
Yeah, that's right. If we did the x, our answer would be y, which would be strange.
Okay, okay. Got it. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, good question. Okay, so we're back here on the second part. Okay, the third part is put the points on. We got that started. So we got to get x equals 0 in here. Substitute it in, right? Substitute or replace. So -4. Yep, 0 for this one. That's what Zoom was asking. Yep, equals 12 for sure. What are we left with then?
4 over, no, 3 over 3 is gonna be y. Equal
Is
6 times over 2.
tw- let's just watch this. This first. So 4 minus 4 times 0, it's gone. Then you just copy everything else down. Now we do what you say. Watch this. Divide by 3. That side as well.
But like the 12 over 3, like 3 times 3 is gonna be 9. Like 12 over 3. How it's gonna work?
Divide. Over means divide. Yeah. Want an A plus? You can get some water. The markers.
Question you ask a lot.
Perfect. So this is our dividing. Remember our seesaw? Dividing both sides by 2. Now it's divide by 3. Both sides. Now we stop. Okay. What's going on this side here? 3 over 3. Those are gone actually, right? 1 and y. And then 1's invisible. But I'll put it in there just so we think about it. Now, math fact. What's it gonna be? What's 12 divided by 3? I don't know.
It should be 3.
Yeah, well,
4.
Or like
4. Sorry, Diane. 12 divided by 3. Oh, oh yeah. Okay, and so that means now, after our good work here, yeah, good. 0 is the first number. That's the x. And then 4. Thank you very much. A plus. While you're away, we got the other number. It's on the screen there.
if you're gonna give it A plus everything, I'm gonna give you a 1.
You're gonna hold me to it, eh? Okay, good. So for the first part, we got that one value, we put it there for points to graph. We did the second part. We now have this one, so we can add it to the list. So these are the points that now go on our graph. Yeah, so I could probably do it here, just so it's all together. Okay, good people. The first point, this one, up, down, left, or right.
Left.
Left, Zoom says very quietly. And yes, correct. Okay, this one goes over here. -1, -2, -3, like that. This one, where does that go? Up, down,
3 minus 3 is gonna go this way.
-3 goes that way. We got it there.
And 0 minus 4 is gonna go up. I mean, 0, 4 is gonna go up.
Yeah. Right there.
Yeah.
0 and 4. Nice. And that's it. You've seen the rest. Put the marker down, put the ruler down. Away you go. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So listen, that's all we're going to do for this today. Okay, I'm going to stop it there. For what do we got? I got a sheet here that I can give to the students in class. Zoom, I got to put it on the screen there, or on Teams for you. So I'll put that up there shortly. Odd numbers only, if you don't mind. That'll be on the piece of paper. Odd numbers only. Questions just like this. Yeah. Okay. And then I got some algebra questions too as well. Seesaw type stuff, just to make sure that's okay. All right. So I'm going to pause the video there.